How is everybody doing? So, today I'm going to do something that actually has kind of been requested. I actually just recently made my old tattoo tour video public again, and I had a couple people tell me just how much they liked that one. That one did pretty well. So, and I've got a couple new ones since then, I'm pretty sure. So we are going to do that. So I figure we can just start. We'll go in like chronological order, and I'll show you them as I got them. I also didn't weave the ends in on my shirt because I just made it the other day and I didn't feel like doing it. So anyway, so yeah, this is the first one that we're going to start with. So I'm going to get a little bit closer to you. And I'm like breaking out, so don't mind me. Okay, so this is my first tattoo. And I got this one probably when I was 16. So this one is almost 10 years old. And truthfully, I'm still really happy with it. I think that he did such a good job with all of the line work, and it's definitely bleeding a little bit now, like some of the line work, but I think that's to be expected, and so I'm not really mad at this one. But I remember asking my mom, because my family's all tattooed. Everyone has, my one sister only has one, but everyone else has shit ton. Like my dad's totally covered. So I asked my mom when I was like 16, I was like, wait mom, like I'm 16, like does that mean I can get a tattoo? Because that's when my next oldest, what the hell do you give my middle sister? She's not middle, I don't know, whatever. So I asked her if I could get a tattoo, because at that age you do still need your parents' permission. However, I didn't necessarily, because the artist who's done all of mine is, he's tattooed like my whole family, and so they're all very, he was pretty cool with that, so. But for this one, I really just wanted something that had kind of like that lithograph, really heavy line work, and then just the pop of red. And I wanted it to go in the little jar so that it looks kind of like it's, like sitting in a little terrarium. The only thing is, since I chose red as the only color, a lot of people think that it's like a Beauty and the Beast tattoo, and like, don't get me wrong, I am a Disney adult, but I'm not that fucking crazy. So, and like the only thing is, the little dots up here getting a little, covered, but all in all, I really like this one. It did hurt. It hurt pretty damn good. This was a lot, and right in here, there's some twitch. Right in here is one of the worst spots. So that, oh my god, my neck. So that really hurt. But okay, then what did I get next? I think I got this one next. I've gotten a lot of shit for this tattoo. And like, it is super cliche to get. I was like probably also 16. I got most of my tattoos from 16 to probably 19, and then I didn't really get too many more until I was like 24 or 25. I started living on my own, and I didn't really have the funds to keep up with it anymore, because I was just using like every paycheck I got to put towards tattoos and just whatever I wanted. But that's a whole other thing. So anyway, like I was saying, I was probably 16 or 17 when I got this one as well, and truthfully, I just wanted a tattoo on my chest, and I did want a quote. I think I kind of always did, and it's a Sylvia Plath quote. So, as the ever sad girl that I am, I have 2 Sylvia Plath tattoos. Tell me you were depressed in high school. So this is from her poem Mushrooms. You'll notice a theme with a lot of my tattoos. And this is a quote, and says, "We shall by morning inherit the earth." And the poem is, it's called Mushrooms, and it's basically just about how these funky, dirty little guys, just how quickly they can rise up and how quickly they can take over, and you know, they're not there one day, then they're there the next. And truthfully, I really did just want something here. But now, I don't know, I guess it's a thing that people think it's trashy to have a quote on your chest. But people also hate this, and people also hate these, and people also hate whatever. So I got this one. I still like it. I honestly, quite truthfully, forget it's there a lot. This one is just kind of like, oh, okay. Yeah, and I mean, I'm not mad. I wouldn't mind if this was maybe a little bit of a different shape, but I'm not mad at it. Okay, what did I get next? I'm pretty sure. Okay, so that one came, and then I think next is this one. Also, don't talk about my hairy arms. I don't know why they're so hairy, but possibly it's because when I was in 8th grade, I really liked this boy, and he was really mean to me, and like you know, everyone says like, oh, if they're mean, they like you, and I think this guy was just mean. Like, he stole my glasses for like an entire class period, among other things. But so I got really self-conscious of my arms in like middle school, and I really liked shaving them and seeing the hair come off. So I started doing that. I started shaving my arms, and then one day that boy that I liked grabbed my arm very hard, by the way, and he goes, "What's wrong with your arm? You're like one of those weird hairless cats." And I stopped shaving my arms. So now I feel like they're kind of hairy, but whatever. Never been shaved for a tattoo before, so can't be that bad. So, so this one, I think this is my third. To be honest with you guys, it's getting kind of hard to remember at this point. So this is my third tattoo, pretty sure. And it is, let's see if I can get it up. It is, oh my god, I can't fucking see. It is an oak branch with acorns. And so we get the little acorns there. I kind of forget that I have half of these half the time, so it's kind of fun to like revisit them. And this one is a matching tattoo with my mom. And so this one I guess is kind of symbolic, but so the whole idea is like, I'm the acorn, it becomes the oak when it gets big, she's the oak. It's a cute one. Alright. I think after that, it might have been, I'm actually starting to completely forget, so we are just going to go with what I think is next. And I think it was this one, which is on my ankle, which is kind of hard to see. But so this one is, so this piece was just a flash in our artist book. My sister and I went to, oh my god, you can't even see what that fucking says. My sister and I went to, we got breakfast, and then we were like, what if we go get tattoos? And so we walked in, we got those matching tattoos because we had a cabin in like an area near where we live, and we recently had to sell it, unfortunately. It had been in the family for a long time, so we wanted to get that to kind of commemorate it. And we wanted my mom to get it too, and then she's like, no, I don't like that. That doesn't remind me of the cabin. I'm like, well, it's the fucking premise. So, okay, so that one. And then it's possible, I think I did get my leg tattooed. I think I got my first thigh tattoo after that one. So let's see if I can. So I had to adjust a little bit so that I can sit and show you. So even that it's still hard to see. That's kind of, here, I'll get a little bit closer. So that is, I'm gonna move you back up a little bit, even though I'm gonna have to sit back down for the fucking other leg. So that is, here, let's see if I can get up again. So this is, now I think that came after my ankle. I'm not 100% sure. It also doesn't matter. That one, I'm gonna sit because it's hard to stand like that and show you. That one is from a Frida Kahlo painting, and it's called Wounded Deer. And that was another big like special interest of mine, was Frida Kahlo. Amazing artist, such a strong woman, and I just kind of wanted a Frida tattoo. And I think that this is just such a stinking cool piece. So then, yeah, so that is the Wounded Deer. It's from the piece by Frida Kahlo, and the piece itself is set like in the woods, and it does have the branches underneath her. But so I wanted that, and then around it, lately I've been thinking it looks like a fucking coin. Like how the coins have words that go around them. And I don't know if I should have done this or not, because I took Spanish, but I can't fucking speak it. But I felt like it should be in Spanish. Can someone tell me if that's wrong or not? I felt like it should be in Spanish. So I put the quote in Spanish, and I can try and butcher it for you. Al final del día podemos soportar mucho más de lo que creemos que podemos. And it should mean, hopefully, it should mean, at the end of the day, we are much stronger than, we are capable of much more than we think we are. I think that's what it is. Can't even fucking remember. Okay, so Frida, and then I think after that, I think I got this one. And this was another just because I just wanted one. And if I didn't have anything, picked out at the time, or just like any ideas, I would just kind of peruse my artist's flashbook and just get anything I thought was cool. So I think that my mom or my sister was going to schedule an appointment, and so I wasn't able to get this that day, but I booked it for like a week or so later maybe, and then I ended up getting my tragus pierced that day too. I had to take it out recently because it fucking hurts. Dude, I feel like people used to say like, oh my god, get this if you get migraines. Actually, you know what, I think I might have just started getting migraines. I took this out like a fucking year ago, but anyway, it hurt. It was like really uncomfortable, just to lay on, and it kept getting stuck in the couch and pillows and shit like that. And after like 5 times of waking up with your head just fucking stitched to the pillow, you're kind of just over it. So I took that out. Still got these though. I've had these for fucking ever. Everyone fucking hates this thing, but it's not fucking going anywhere. I don't know why everyone has a fucking bug up their ass about it. Anyway, after that, I want to say that my Sylvia Plath, my second Sylvia Plath tattoo came next. So the Sylvia Plath tattoo originally, I wanted a portrait of my grandma, and I did a lot of thinking, and I was pretty set on it, but then my sisters were just talking about how, if you get a portrait done of someone and it's butchered, that's kind of, it's just not great. So if you, and like my artist doesn't do hyper realistic, and that's not what I was out for, but I think I would have been disappointed if I got a portrait of my grandma, just because it wouldn't do her justice. So I went with Sylvia Plath instead, because that's my girl. And there's actually a funny story about this tattoo. So when I scheduled it, I told him what I wanted. I said I want Sylvia Plath with tulips and blackberries next to her, because those are 2 of her poems. And I get to the appointment, and he has to draw the sketch, and it's beautiful. And he's like, all right, so you wanted Sylvia with the tulips and the blueberries? And I'm like, and I was like 17, and way too fucking, like, I felt so bad. I'm like, I don't want him to have to redo this whole thing. I'm here, he's gonna be busy. So I just fucking got it with the blueberries. I don't really tell many people that, but I'll tell y'all that. So yeah, so it's supposed to be blackberries, but it's blueberries instead. So alright, so after Sylvia, I think it was either my chest Or, oh my god, no. This one came at some point, and this one had to have come. This one probably did come next because this is my Lord of the Rings inspired tattoo. Well, it's more so The Hobbit, honestly, because I had just read The Hobbit and I'm very easily impressionable. So this is a water lily, and then I have mushrooms, and then these are, oh my god, murder me if I'm wrong, I think these are beech leaves, and it's supposed to represent, so water lilies for Tom Bombadil, mushrooms for the hobbits, and the leaves for the elves, and I really like it. Plus this one doubled as a little bit of like a cover-up, and I think it's pretty. I always go for like muted color in my tattoos. I don't generally go very bright, except for one, which you'll see in a little bit. Okay, so then after that, this one had to have come next because I got this one after going to Greece and Italy. The year after I graduated high school, I was doing some like volunteer work with the art department at my high school, and I got to go with as sort of like a chaperone, and yeah. And he based this off of a picture that I gave him, and it's kind of hard to see because the colors are sort of melding together. But there is a little kitty cat right in there. The colors actually have held up pretty well, honestly. The white hasn't really yellowed too much. I do have to get back on like my sunscreen game, but but yeah, this was taken from a picture from the Acropolis in Greece where I saw a little black kitty and he was so cute. I really like how he did it actually, because from the angle I really like it from the angle of the picture. Like there was no way he was going to fit the entire Acropolis, and I just thought the way he did it was very cool. So yeah, so that, and then I think, oh god, I forgot about this one. Okay, but no, I think that this one came next. And this was just another one out of his book. I loved this one as soon as I saw it. I think he had it captioned in his book as like "Life's a Garden" or something, because it's a heart. It's a heart root. Yeah, truthfully, I forget about this one a lot because it's on the back of me. I don't have any on my actual back. I've always been selfish with my tattoos. I want to be able to see them, so. But this is one of my favorites. This one hurt so fucking bad. I almost tapped out. I've never had to do a tattoo in 2 sessions, but I think the longest I can sit is probably 5 hours. Then it starts to get pretty rough. Okay. Let's say that this one was next. I don't know if it was or not. No, shit, I got this one when I was still in high school. I think I got this one senior year of high school, honestly. And these are my clay tools. Yep, so I got my wire tool, I got my rib. Yeah, and this one makes me a little sad. Just because I got this back when I was first starting school, hoping to become an art teacher, and I'm not going to say that plan has fallen through, but it hasn't gone how it was supposed to, so I'm still happy I get to carry these guys with me though. So that one, and then let's just say that this one came next because I think it might have. So this one, I'm gonna be honest with you, I forget what these two plants are. I know this one's pussy willow because I wanted to get this one kind of for an old best friend. There was a song that we used to sing in like preschool about pussy willows, and so I wanted a tattoo of them, and I gotta get it touched up there. I've been telling myself I would get it touched up since I got it because it just kind of fell out there, and I never have. And I think that it is, I want to say like rosemary and something. I don't even remember. The other plants didn't have much meaning to me. I just wanted some foliage on my chest, and I wanted this because there's really not much to look at in there, so I figured that that would be pretty. And this one wasn't bad at all. This one really didn't hurt that much. It was not bad. All right, we're getting down to the wire. Oh, something interesting that I realized is that I didn't do this on purpose, but I must have subconsciously done it. But I have an equal amount of tattoos on every body part on each side. And I think that I did that because I would always feel like I had to keep it balanced. Like I didn't want one side to get too heavy. Ideally, I wanted to be covered, but if I couldn't get covered right away, I was like, okay, well, then I'm just gonna start everywhere and piece it together. So I have 4 on each arm, and I have 3, 4, 6 on each leg, and then 2 on my chest. So yeah, that's all my appendages. All right, so after, okay, then there came this one. And this one kind of had a meaning behind it, but not anymore. So I'm glad I got something that I just like as well. I have a thing for jarred things, don't I? So this is my honey pot with some flowers around it, and oh yeah, there was originally like the tiniest bit of yellow, but I don't even think that you can see it anymore. So I have my honey pot, Okay. And then we're finishing up. All right, so the next one are 2 as 1 technically, and we're gonna have to get a little close and personal for me to show you. So, all right, let's see if I can do this. All right, so this is kind of the easiest way I can show you. I can do one from the back as well, but so those are on the back of my calves, and those are from the movie Pan's Labyrinth. You know, the scene where the pale man sticks his eyeballs on the plate into his hands and then he's chasing after her. So it's one of my favorite movies. I love it. And truthfully, I had seen tattoos like that before, and I'm not above, having the same tattoo as someone else. And I just really, really liked the look of it. I think it's so spooky, and truthfully, none of my tattoos have a huge meaning. I didn't like my body, and so I wanted to decorate it, and that's kind of the meaning of most, if not all, of my tattoos. The Pan's Labyrinth ones, I got those about 2 years ago, probably, and I really love it. I love them so much. So that is like the only tattoos I have really on the back of my body, or if you count that one, on the back. Okay, I think we're rounding down to the last one. I think I covered all my bases with you guys. Alright, so final tattoo is this guy. And I said I usually stick to muted colors, but fun fact is that all of my tattoos have been done by the same artist, except for this guy. So he was done in a different state, actually, by an artist of someone that I no longer talk to. And he is so talented. Truthfully, I forget the artist's name. I know it was at a shop in Jersey, but he does a lot of frogs, and he did a Frankenfurter frog, like from Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I saw a picture of it, and I said, I want a Leatherface frog. And my friend at the time asked his artist if he could do it, and he was like, hell yeah, I want to do that. And he drew this in like 45 minutes, and it was one of my more expensive tattoos, I think, because I usually get a discount from my guy, but he knocked it out of the park with this one. It is so freaking good, so freaking good. So that is my little froggy Leatherface, and I wanted him to look like in the final scene of Texas Chainsaw Massacre when he's running out with the chainsaw and he's like, so that's what I wanted it to look like. So now I think we're done. I think that is all of them. Pretty sure. Yeah, so that is all of them. Hopefully this was somewhat relaxing. I think I probably got a little too yappy. That tends to happen. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and